Hey family, I wanted to take this opportunity to give you guys a little update since my daughter has moved here from Texas. Um, we have been so busy. I have been enjoying my time with her. Guys, she's so amazing. Just, I have no words. And I owe this to a group of women who were in my life when I started YouTube. Guys, I started social media as a form of therapy. I felt like saying things out loud made them real and that I could actually now deal with those things. When me and my husband decided to change our life and dedicate our life to living by scripture, we had to learn how to cope with things that we actually use substances or abused substances to mask our emotions. And I found that social media for me became therapeutic. And I was introduced to a group of ladies. There was one lady in particular who I do not have connection with anymore, but knowing that group of women, she actually challenged me. That woman in particular, she challenged me and asked me one day, like, because she interviewed me. And she said, why don't you want to know your mom or get in contact with your mom? Because I grew up as an orphan and I didn't know my mom. It took me till I was 40 years old to finally sit down and make the decision that I wanted to locate my mom and heal some wounds that I was unaware of existed. And so that took me on a totally different journey than I was expecting. Literally used my criminal justice investigation skills to track my mother down and my biological sister and started a relationship with her. And I wanted to take that energy and also apply it to my children. So I started making little TikTok videos and YouTube videos about where I was in life, how I was doing, just to kind of show them that the person that they have been told about is not who I am anymore. And through confirmation, I have been told that my son was given a story that they spun in a certain direction to make me look bad. I don't blame them. You know, people are people. You can't predict what people are going to do or say. My daughter was also told a lot of bad things about me. But my daughter is so strong mentally and emotionally that she is just amazing. So back to my testimony. I started looking for my children, right? My children, I knew my son was already over the age of 18 and I knew my daughter was about to be 18. So I made it a priority to start trying to make contact, trying to put some kind of connection out there for her. At first I was met with rejection, which I could totally understand. Like, I was not in my children's life. I was not in my daughter's life, her whole life. The little time that I spent with her, she wouldn't have remembered because she was a baby, a newborn baby. So she grew up with a different family, but I gave this all to the Father, guys. I prayed so hard for my daughter that she would come back to me. And I had to get to a point in my life to realize, like, they may never come back. They may never want anything to do with me ever again. But I prayed and prayed. I was first met with rejection, which is totally understandable. But whatever the Father was doing and working, He put us in a position so that whenever she needed me, she would call. And she called. And I give my husband so much praise because my husband has been my number one supporter. And he was like, yes, I'm for it. Yes, yes, yes. Let's get them here. Let's love on them. Let's get everything they need to be successful in life, independent, not relying on anybody. And that's what we've been working on, guys. We've been working on getting my daughter and her fiance. Yes, she is engaged. For a lot of you that have been wondering, no, they do not sleep in the same bed. They are allowed to sleep in the same room, but we have set boundaries until they are married. There are certain rules that we have in our house that we will not allow because we do live by scripture, and they have been amazing and just totally been amazing house guests. And we are just enjoying summer, guys. We have been shopping and playing video games and playing with slime. As you can see, my daughter loves to play with slime and like little kits like that. We have been getting driver's license, birth certificates, getting all their documents together, changing over accounts, doing all sorts of things, because the goal is to allow my daughter and her fiance to be independent. And we want to get them to a point that it took me and my husband 40 years to get to. And we're trying to protect them from and show them that there's certain things in life that you just want to avoid, you know. But things have been going amazing. I give all glory to the Father in heaven for my daughter and for her fiance. They've been so amazing, and I wouldn't change a thing. We are teaching them the Sabbath, guys. They observed their first Sabbath last week, and they did amazing. For being brand new to everything, they were amazing. So moving forward, we're hoping to go to the pool today on the base. So anyway, love you guys.